So I was just sitting here by the waterfront about to do a little sketch, and I was looking at those fence posts, and it just struck me as how tricky it is to get them looking convincing sometimes. Obviously they are all the same height and they're all the same distance apart really, but because of perspective they look like they're getting shorter and closer together. So I just thought I'd share a little trick about how to actually get them in the right place. I know urban sketching is not about being accurate all the time, but sometimes it's just good to know how to do it if you wanted to. Okay, so now I'm back home. I just want to show you a simple method for placing repeating objects like fence posts or telegraph poles, how to place them accurately using perspective. Now, I'm not saying this is something I use every time I sketch. For loose, expressive urban sketching, it's really not the point for me. But I do find it a useful tool to have for the times when accuracy does matter. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a special drawing, you've been asked to sketch someone's garden, or maybe something just looks a bit off and it's really bugging you. The method itself is very straightforward, but it does involve drawing quite a few lines. So again, I'm not suggesting you overlay your sketches with loads and loads of lines and make a real mess, but even using it quickly on a scrap piece of paper can help you if you're stuck. To make it easier to see what's going on, I'm going to demonstrate on my iPad, purely because it means that I can hide layers and you can just see it a little bit clearer without a big mess of lines. And the key to what we're doing here is getting fence posts in the right place in relation to each other. So they may not be 100% accurate as to what's right in front of you, but they're going to look convincing. They're all the same distance apart in reality. They're all the same height in reality, but the human brain isn't really that good at eyeballing it. Yours might be, mine isn't. So I'm going to start. This is the ground and my vanishing point is here. Okay, make that a bit bigger. Okay, I'm going to say that my first fence post is here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line from the top of that fence post to my vanishing point. And we know that that's going to be where the top of all the following fence posts are going to be. So let's just eyeball where the second fence post is going to be. Like I said, this is a method to get them in the right place in relation to each other. So I'm just going to put one here. And then all we need to do is join the diagonals. So we're going to go from the bottom of one fence post to the top of the other, and we're going to join the top of the other fence post to the bottom, vice versa. And that's now told us where the middle is. And all we're going to do is join that centre to our vanishing point. And then we're going to take this first corner here and we're going to go to this halfway point and continue the line on to the top. So we're going to go from this corner, halfway up to the top. And that tells us where our next fence post is. And you just repeat the process. So we're now going to go from the bottom of the second fence post, through the middle of the third, up to the top. And that's our next fence post. Repeat the process. You can see what I mean. You're not going to really do this all over your sketchbook when you're sitting on a park bench drawing a fence in front of you, really. But like I say, it's a useful method. I'm just going to do one more. That's about as far away as I can see. So now if I turn off the layer with all my lines, you can see that that's a nice convincing set of fence posts. I hope that's been helpful. Thanks for watching and happy accurate sketching.